first grade. You have been doing a great job and working really hard to learn all about plane shapes and solid figures, and we're going to continue with that today for math. On the first part of your student response page, you will see a mix of plane shapes like circle, square, trapezoid, hexagon, and solid figures like cube, cone, cylinder. And we are going to ask you to sort those plane shapes and solid figures into the right category, whether they are, move them into the category, whether they are a two-dimensional plane shape or a three-dimensional solid figure. That will be the first part. And then there will be three more student pages for you to take a look at and complete today. And that's what we're going to take a look at right now on the screen. So when we talked about plane shapes, we learned how there are features or properties or attributes of plane shapes that we use to identify whether or not a plane shape is a particular plane shape. For example, triangles all have three sides and three corners. That's how we identify a triangle as a triangle. We also talked about how triangles can be, or any plane shape, can be different colors, can be different sizes, can be in different positions, facing up, facing down, left or right. But those properties like size and color, those don't define a triangle. So it doesn't matter if a triangle is red or yellow or orange. What makes a triangle is the fact that it has three sides and three corners. The same was true with solid figures. Solid figures could be all different colors, all different sizes, positions. What makes a solid figure a particular solid figure is the number of flat surfaces and vertices that it has. So today you're going to take a look at some plane shapes and solid figures and some statements about those plane shapes and solid figures. And you have to decide which of those statements would be true of all of that particular plane shape or solid figure. Let me show you and explain a little bit more what I mean. So here we have triangles. So all triangles. If we look at the first statement, it says all triangles are red. That is not what we call a defining property or defining attribute of triangles. Triangles could be all sorts of different colors. So that would not be true. So we would not circle that statement. If we come over here and look at have three sides, we do know that that is one of the properties that defines a triangle. So we would want to circle that one if that, an example on our paper. Okay, we look here, are big. Remember we said that size is a property that doesn't matter. It doesn't make a triangle a triangle. That would be not true of all triangles. Some triangles could be big, but some can also be small, some could be medium sized. So that is not true of all triangles. If we look at the last statement here, have three corners. That is a defining property or attribute. Trying to circle the best I can here with my computer mouse. But we would circle that because that is true of all triangles. So let's take a look at one more example. Here we have our, and a cube, again, is a solid figure. And let's take a look at the statements and see which are true, would be true of all cubes. So all cubes are blue. Remember that color, that's not a defining attribute or property. So that would not be true, or not necessarily true of all cubes. Some cubes might be blue. There's two here on the example, but not all cubes have to be blue. Okay, let's look at the next one. Have 8 vertices. So remember, the number of vertices is a defining attribute, or it is something that tells us if a cube is a cube. Cubes all have 8 vertices. That is true. So we would circle that. Have 6 flat surfaces. That's another attribute or a defining attribute that would be true. Oh, sorry about that, of all cubes. So we would circle that as well. And then we see here are small. The size doesn't matter. Cubes could be small, big, medium, and everything in between. That would not be true necessarily of all cubes. Some cubes, but not all cubes. So when you go on your Seesaw, on your student pages, you'll see a couple of pages that have these same type of examples where you'll use your pen tool and circle the statements that would be true for all of that particular plane shape or solid figure. So just quick review, you'll do the sorting of the plane shapes and the solid figures, and then there will be 3 additional pages where you will circle which statement would be true of that particular plane shape or solid figure. And that will do it for math today. I hope you have a great day. Thank you.